Hi, y'all. Happy New Year. Happy Merry Christmas. Hanukkah Kwanzaa. I'm back. Feels like it's been a month, but it hasn't been, but it feels like it's been. I didn't come on before Christmas. It was just a crazy week. We're not even going to get into everything that was going on, but it's been wild. It's been wild. And so, of course, the Steelers haven't won in a while. So we'll be talking about that. Um, we'll be talking about what happens if they do win on Saturday evening because it's not Sunday, it's Saturday. We'll talk about who's injured, who's not injured. Um, Again, I haven't watched Hard Knocks, so we won't be. Well, I personally won't be talking about that because don't care. Uh, we'll be talking about just like the league overall, what it's looking like, what that playoff picture, what those matchups look like, and a team that I don't think nobody wants to sneak into the playoffs right now. And it's really the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't think anybody wants to play Joe Burrow's offense in the playoffs. You might want to play Cincinnati's defense, but you don't want to play Joe Burrow's offense right now. You just don't. I don't care how many good teams they've lost to. You do not want to play them right now. So you don't want them sneaking in. I know Denver's rooting for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know Miami's rooting for the Pittsburgh Steelers. There's some teams in the AFC rooting for the Steelers on Saturday. But I'm telling you right now, Kansas City don't want nothing to do with Joe Burrow. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying about the defense. But it's the offense that don't nobody want to deal with. Okay? Nobody wants to have to score 30 plus points to get them out the way. Because guess what? Kansas City ain't scored 30 points all year. We gave them 29. We gave them 29, but they haven't scored 30 points all year. They do not want to see Joe Burrow on them. I'm not saying Joe Burrow and them putting up 30 points every week, but at any given moment, he can strike. All right. But let's get into the show, shall we? Let's just go ahead in it. How y'all doing, everybody? I didn't tell y'all I was going live today either. It was a surprise because I didn't get to go last night. I was at the Wizards game. But what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Oh, that's very sweet. Shout out to Jay. Super, super sweet. Appreciate you. I can't put the thing up in here for some reason. All right, let's get the show started. Let's go. What we got? What we got? What up, Mitch? Happy New Year. Good to see you.
Year, D. Good to see you too.
Good to see you. I got me a little pink towel. Pink terrible towel. There goes Jay. Thank you. Wanted to It's a lot to talk about. I don't know if the holiday season has treated you, but I'm just exhausted. It's been one of those last couple weeks. I've just been out of it. But we gotta get into these Steelers. I haven't, of course, you know, I haven't watched no Hard Knocks, so I don't know. Did it come on this week? What days
Yeah,
it come on?
it came on. It came on.
Okay. Oh yeah. I seen some clips. I saw a clip of I think I saw two clips. I saw a Ravens clip where he was like, "Where's Lamar?"
Mm.
Um, and then I saw a Tomlin. I guess he was in there saying, making a speech or talking or something like that. And I just went to the comments because I just wanted to see because I remember the first episode, everyone was like, "Oh my god, I would run through all for Coach Tomlin. Like, I'm fired up. He's the best. I'm sorry what I said." And so I
Fake,
was like, "Let's look, see what they saying in these comments." Oh, all
fake,
this talk. He's full of hot air. He
fake.
just talk all this
Mm-hmm.
talking. And he can't do nothing. I said, I already knew it. I knew it. You guys are so predictable. It's not even funny right now.
They're
It's not
so
even funny at
fake.
all.
They so fake, but
So
they're
predictable.
it's
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 emotional. They emotional. It's crazy.
it's fake. Like the fake love, and then
Mhm.
and then the real hate. You know what I'm saying? You see it. I've been arguing all day long about Mike Tomlin and Minka Fitzpatrick. I don't even think I should be arguing about this. You see what I'm saying?
It's not
It's
me.
it's like the goof. Like I swear, bro. I didn't realize how many goofy people we had in our fan base until now.
Hmm.
Like I knew we had some,
Hmm.
but Lord have mercy. Like the
Yeah.
levels of it is. beyond me.
Add some losses, add multiple losses, and people show you who they are.
Yep,
It's
exactly.
crazy. Even national media. I know someone said I don't know who it might have been Dane that posted like something about the media and the Steelers. I was like, that's why they don't respect or something like that. I was like, that's why when they were giving the respect, that I didn't respect the respect they were giving when we were winning. I didn't take that because as soon as you don't win, they no longer respect you. So to me, it's not genuine respect.
It's not genuine love. Like
It's not.
it's not genuine. As
They
soon as
never. They were just surprised. They were like, okay, they're winning. Okay, they're getting in the end zone, so I guess they're legitimate. But they didn't really believe. They didn't believe in that man, Russell Wilson, from the beginning. And all of a sudden, they're like, and there were a couple people that actually admitted it. Like I thought he was done. I thought he was trash. And now they're screaming that from the mountaintops now about him now too.
I've been seeing everything. I've been seeing all the hate. I've been seeing
Mhm.
everything. He asked, "Have I been arguing about GP?" A little bit, only because like some people been saying goofy stuff like trade him. Like, bro, what are you talking about? I'm
They
like,
did
all
this
right, bro.
last year. They did this last year.
Yeah, yeah. I remember. I remember last year, and then
It's so
I've been.
predictable.
Well, yeah, it is. Every time we lose, I know it's a I can't remember the name of the podcast right now, and I'm not gonna do that on your in your space. But they week to week it changes. One week is we win and it's everything is love for the Steelers. The very next game we lose. Oh my God, Tomlin needs to be fired. The
Mhm.
receivers ain't no good. The
And let me
defense
guess,
ain't no
they would
good.
left him on the beginning of Hard Knocks when we were on a winning streak. I'm sure they
Oh
loved
yeah,
him.
oh yeah, they was. Oh, they was
Straight
on
from
that
the
same.
straight.
He was everything. Tomlin was everything, and now everything is bad because of Mike Tomlin and everything. I'm like, bro, this
So
is
now things up like,
crazy.
oh, his coaching tree. We're talking. We're on the coaching tree now. We're
Yeah,
on all these things about how he's a horrible coach.
yeah.
Coach of the year stuff has fizzled out and fizzled down. All of that stuff, all those praises. Mhm. I just thank you for reminding me that I knew exactly who you were. You didn't change.
Mm-hmm. See that comment?
As soon as you started promoting Coach of the Year, it went down. I'm done on that note. First of all,
See?
I've been promoting Coach of the Year since last February, so it ain't me. It ain't me. I've been promoting before this even season kicked off, so I'm not one that's just riding the wave of something. So, Jay, I hear what you're saying, but it ain't me.
Look here. When he was 13-3, he didn't even get consideration for coach of the year.
Yeah. I
So
will ask
so
the question, what does he have to do? Because I have to look at Kevin Stefanski win it on multiple occasions.
and it was 11-5.
So I want to
Mike
know
Mike Tomlin went 13 and
exactly.
3.
I'm asking people at Super Bowl on the red carpet, what does this man have to do to win Coach of the Year? February 2023. This ain't got nothing to do with the season. We even know who we thought Kenny Pickett was going to be QB number one at that point. Me
Yeah.
asking that question. So it ain't
Been
got nothing to do with me, Jay. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
3 different quarterbacks, right? If I ain't crazy. 3 different quarterbacks started last year, right? Still won 10, still got in the playoffs.
Yep.
He ain't a good coach though. So yeah.
Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah.
They clinched the playoffs. What week was that?
3 weeks ago.
Yeah. I mean, clinched the playoffs 3 weeks ago, and you guys are losing your mind.
Mhm.
Losing your mind.
We played 3 of the best teams in the league. One
And
of
we
them,
clinched the playoffs prior.
right? Hold on. One of them we beat already. But
And
we not we
you could possibly see them in the playoffs. Do you know how hard it is to beat a team 3 times in a row? I tried to make it make sense to you, but you didn't care.
I got
You
receipts.
are so happy or so obsessed with winning the games that you can't even think logically.
Know what
You
though?
can't.
I got receipts. I got plenty of them. I got plenty of them. I think my receipt list might be up to about 50. I
We
ain't even.
haven't been so comfortable in a playoff position, in a playoff spot where we're not waiting on seeing what's going to happen this week to see if we can get in and get some help.
Since
We haven't
2020.
controlled our own destiny for the playoffs since the 2020 season.
Yeah, that's since 2020.
Since then. And you can't even be thankful for that.
Nope.
You want to be running around in mayhem right now complaining. And I just don't understand. I don't get it. I'll never understand, so I can't even waste my time. But let's get into it. This week, last week's game, I'm just gonna go ahead and skip past the Chiefs game, and skip past. We didn't even talk about the Ravens game. I don't think either, and that's fine because the tape is the tape. And defensively, just like I was disappointed in Philly, disappointed in Baltimore defensively, and I was disappointed, even though the game was way closer in Baltimore than
The score to
Derrick,
indicate, yeah.
Derrick Henry had a day, and I wanted him to have a day. I was like, go ahead and get out your system, please. I wanted Baltimore to be so successful and beat us that they were gonna ride the high until the next time they see us. Like I just wanted them to be so blissfully happy versus having that stank of we can never beat them, we can't be. No, I want you to be so confident in yourself that you come in there and you don't play your game the next time we see you. Anyway, Chiefs game again. Defense wasn't impressed. You and I have had a conversation about Terrell Austin multiple weeks before a 3-game losing streak. So I do want to ask you, how are you feeling about him today? Has it changed? Has it enhanced in one way or the other?
It's enhanced. Everything, and D, me and you had these conversations like up to about probably week 1 or something like that. Like, have I not continuously said the exact same things? And he's been doing the exact same things, and everyone's wondering why. I'm just gonna say this: I'm a big fan of Mina Kimes, NFL analyst. She said this back in week 3. She said the Steelers defense doesn't fool you at all. She's like, there's just they have playmakers on defense. She said that week 3. It's week 18. And look what has happened, and everybody's wondering and pointing fingers at everybody. This was already in motion. Like this wasn't. This is not new.
Not new. It's not new. The W's fooled you.
Yeah, this was already in motion.
W's had you fooled. The offense being successful, especially in this era of Russell Wilson, I'll say, right? Because the defense definitely in the beginning was more dominant than our offense, to me.
Yeah, it was. It was, and even though I thought Justin Fields did a decent job,
yeah,
but the defense was still holding its own. Like we wasn't giving up a lot of anything, to be honest with you. But that to me, that was the result of the players that we have. Like the player, if you get another defensive coordinator, like I give you example, I'm gonna use Spagnuolo for example from Kansas City. You give Spags this roster on defense, I guarantee you we're the number 1 defense, and it won't even be close. And I'm not saying we need to get Spags. I'm just using him as an example. I don't even want Spags. I told a guy on Twitter today, I said, give me the secondary coach from Kansas City. Give me him. And I'll be fine with it because it's a fresh body, it's a fresh face. He's younger. And I feel like I watched Kansas City secondary for the last 3 years. Them dudes lock up people, like literally stranglehold people. You know what I mean? So I was like, look, I'm just out on Austin. Ain't nothing else I can really say. I'm out on Austin. I've been out on Austin though. So it ain't like this is new for me. I've been in this place for 2 years. But I just, I'm just being more vocal about it because I can see the things that me and you talked about, that me and others have talked about. I've been seeing this. So this is not a surprise. I just hate that these players who've been playing so good most of the year have to go through this.
Yeah.
And what's the? I always forget his name. I'm sorry. The guy that be coming on your show sometime. He think he's from Jersey or New York or something like that. Dex.
Dex.
Dex. When he
Mm-hmm.
what he said about Jackson is true. I
Mm-hmm.
have to admit, it's
Mm-hmm.
true. I didn't believe it,
Mm-hmm.
but I really had to dive deep and look at film. Me and my son was watching some stuff, and look here, he right. He gets beat in man coverage a ton. I was like, yo.
Yeah. So Dex watches a lot of film. And sometimes Dex will call me and he'll be like, watch this, look at
You did.
this. So he's looked at a lot of film. And I know he's dramatic. I know it comes off dramatic. And but he's on it, a lot of times he's on it. So I always appreciate his point of view. Even though we don't always agree, I appreciate his point of view. And
He said Mina Khan said also she did say that, and she also said she thought Fields was better. She was mistaken.
mhm.
I
I
I, I
think
agree
that's
she was
easy
mistaken.
I think it's easy to say that because you know that there is a ceiling that you feel like Justin hasn't reached.
Right. I felt the same
And
way.
so
I, I thought I thought Fields was better.
yeah, I feel like people are saying that because they feel like Russell is already peaked. He's not going to get no better than what we've seen from Russ. And
Right.
so you say Justin can be here. Russell's like is what is it, descending, and Justin's ascending, and so you think that equates to him being better than someone that has all this years of experience, and that doesn't necessarily equate to that. However, I will never ever say one is better than the other like that.
Mm-hmm.
There are things that Justin does that Russell cannot do. There are things that Russell does extremely well, but Justin has not developed to do yet, or maybe he will never be able to do those things as well as Russell. Or there's still just room to see there, and that's just the fact. That's not.
No, that's
There's no.
facts.
It's not saying one is more superior. It's just the truth, and I love that they've been able to coexist in this space. I know that's a line. I think that's a thing that Tomlin uses, like the coexist thing, but I think he's usually uses it when he's talking about an opponent. They've been able to coexist, and as we get to the end of the season, you have to really start talking about like I always say, pushing those pieces of paper in front of those guys. I've already said it. I want the piece of paper to be pushed in both of them, and I think the
Me
Steelers
too.
will try to keep them both, but I don't think. Of course, we know how they are with their money. I don't think that it's going to be a price that a Justin Fields would be willing to take, because he could probably go somewhere. I know he could go somewhere and start somewhere. I'm not going to say probably. I know. Does he want to go off into that environment and lead a team? I'm sure he wants to lead a team, but I'm sure he doesn't want to just go anywhere. And I
Yeah.
wouldn't want that for him.
I read. I don't know if this is necessarily true because a lot of people put out a lot of stuff, so I don't know if it's
Mm-hmm.
necessarily true. But I read from a ESPN analyst a while back. It was early in the year. They were saying that Pittsburgh should have some of the most cap room in the league next season. And I
Mm-hmm.
thought about that for a while. And I was like, I don't know if this is true, but I'll wait and see. And that's how I always kind of do. I wait and see. So I
Mm-hmm.
was like, if that's true, I wonder what because Khan has been aggressive for the most part. And I actually love it. I'm not gonna lie, I love it.
Yeah, I love it.
I love it. But
No miss.
yeah, exactly. So like if he was able to pull that off, because like I'm wondering, because I'm pretty good at the contract thing because I know a lot of the rules. In the past, I didn't know the rules, but I know a lot of them now. So,
Mm-hmm.
like because this ain't this Justin Fields' fourth year, right? He's an
Yeah, because
early,
they didn't pick up his 5th year option.
so they didn't pick it up. Okay, so I didn't know if they picked it up or not. I didn't know
No, they
because
didn't pick up.
I asked a lot of people and no one can answer. So I was like, okay, did we pick up his fifth
They
year?
didn't pick up his option, and of course, we know they didn't pick up Najee's option.
Yeah, I knew about Najee, but I ain't know about Justin. But I hope we do bring both of them back. I really do. I know we got to address certain things. I think it's some underlying things that the fan base is not looking at that need to be addressed. That I think we need
Offensive
to.
line.
Oh, damn. See,
But I think
that's why we on here together because we
yeah,
different.
well, people forget about the guys that aren't there, like James Daniels. Like you got to let him go. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Like
we not, but we need another guard in that spot.
we
And
do, but I'm
we
just saying, if I mean, you got to think about the money. I know
yeah,
he's coming off an injury now, but
yeah, but
you got to think
I don't know if I can, like you said, coming off an injury, if I can get a younger guy who's
mm-hmm,
just as good or better,
mm-hmm,
it's worth the money. It's worth it. Like certain positions, like offensive line, I'm
yeah.
never going to be against paying money for offensive lineman. I'm sorry. Like that's one thing I'm never going to be against because if you gonna need one thing to be solid on your team, it's offensive line.
And you see how injuries could decimate it. Everyone's forgetting about that too. So
Yeah,
the,
because him
the
him
multiple
leaving.
changes, it took weeks for us to have a consistent O line come out
Mm,
and play.
and
Several weeks. Every week it was changing.
that young guy that's playing in that spot, I'm not down on him, but right now,
Are you
I
talking
think
about McCormick?
yeah, McCormick. I'm not down on him, but he's so up and down. We need
Mm-hmm.
somebody consistent in in that spot. I love Frazier. That was my favorite draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because everyone knows they tell you I wanted him in the first round. So
Yeah.
so
Thank goodness he was there. Good Lord.
yeah, I was stunned that he was there
Yeah.
the next round. I was like, oh my god, he's still on the board.
Good. Thank goodness. Because what would we have done if he wasn't, child?
Look, the last two second round picks, Porter Jr. and
Mm-hmm.
Frazier. Like
Mm-hmm.
those, both of those will knock
Right.
out the parks to me. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I do love the off season in the moves because I'm a fan of Khan and how he be moving. I am, but I'm not even looking forward to that yet for real because I still think we can do some things. I'm so jacked for this game just because I want to see the players' response.
Yeah.
It's not even about the
Not the
coaches.
coaches.
It's not
Yeah.
about the
What they're
media.
gonna
It's
do.
about none. I just want to see the players respond and see how
Yeah,
they respond.
a part of me, I don't want to be at the game to watch the game. I want to be at the game to see them. Like I want to
Mhm.
watch them. I want to watch them on the sidelines. I want to watch them communicate. I want to see those things because that'll tell me a lot. The last game I was at, I was a little too far on the offensive side.
Mhm.
I could see a little bit, like I could see like maybe like TJ's side of the defense, but I couldn't really see as much as I wanted on the defense because to me, that is where some of the you see a little bit more emotions. I was sitting more so like behind like Russ and then the offense. And I remember the Baltimore game, when I saw Calvin and Russell like talking, I was like, oh, it's
Yeah,
about to.
got something
When
there.
Calvin came over and was saying something, I was like, oh, he about to get some catches this drive. And
Yeah,
so and that's exactly what happened. I think two of those catches went to Calvin that next drive. So there are
I
little
like
things you can
Calvin.
tell by looking at that side. So I want to see them again. Is about how they respond, how they're communicating. I tell you right now, I'm pretty sure Mika Fitzpatrick wants to snatch control of that defense from T.
Again, TJ out there, TJ out there playing hurt.
Yeah,
A lot of these guys is gutting things out that like. Did you notice that we don't hear from Herbert no more? That much. Have you noticed that?
we hasn't had a splash play since I feel like the Bengals game. Maybe,
Right. All right. So I don't think
maybe
he's playing as many snaps as he was before.
because Highsmith is back. Yeah,
Yeah, but he still should play a lot of not a whole lot because of course it's Highsmith and TJ show. But I
hmm
feel like he be running them into the ground. Like I'm like, yo, we got two other legit guys. Like let
yeah.
them get some bump. Let TJ and Highsmith get some rest.
I
Because you
do
know what
think
I'm saying?
that we struggle with like substitutions and just snap. How
Division.
do I say this?
Let's say it like Mike Tomlin, division of labor.
Yeah, I do think we struggle with that for sure. Even when we first got Elandon Roberts, I'm like, why is he not out there? Like, what's wrong with him? And then when he goes out there and he does this like super hard hit on somebody, you're like, dang, you're impressed. And I guess they know more than I did. I was like, okay, maybe he ain't showing nothing in practice or something. And I don't know. I didn't know why Elandon wasn't getting the proper snaps. In my opinion,
he can't cover. He not a
oh,
good
yeah,
cover guy.
that's it. So like when the run game is happening,
You want to see him?
he has the ability to be extremely impactful, especially in the goal line. Right, we saw that massive
Short
hit.
yardage situations. He's just elite at it. Like he got a knack for hitting the right hole, hitting the right button. And
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, getting back there. But
mm-hmm.
I like certain spots. I like the division of labor, but then certain spots you can see where people getting like broken down, like outside linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm gonna say corner because like not to me, and everybody been hard on Cam Sutton, but I was gonna defend him, but I couldn't. At that keep seeing the tape, I was like, oh my god! I'm like, what?
Not right now. Not right. We don't
I
do
was
that.
like, what is going?
Not right now. Not right now. It's safe. It's okay. Like, look, my thing for Cam Sutton. After watching the film and watching some of the tape back, bruh, you missed what 8-9 weeks of ball. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of ball. A lot. And I don't care what you say, running around in your backyard, running around in LA Fitness,
Not the
running
same.
around anywhere is not. You cannot simulate real game action.
Never.
And if you look at him, Jay is crazy. With him, you better listen.
Jay, I
You
didn't
cannot
defend him, man.
simulate in-game
I
action.
didn't defend him.
And although mentally you may know, physically is a whole different thing. You know what I mean? And then if you look back at some of the things that he was doing in Detroit,
He looked like one of my friends said, "Dang, we ain't get the Pittsburgh Cam Sutton. We got the Detroit Cam Sutton." I said, "Go ahead, bro." I was like, what? But the tape kind of shows it. Like I watched him with the Kansas City game. Kansas City game. I watched him follow Kelsey in motion. Minka points right at him. He's right there. And the ball snap, and he runs behind Minka. I'm like, yo, what the hell are you doing? And then I had a guy say that was Minka's fault. Minka should have had Kelsey. I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, Minka wasn't even in front. I was like, you know what? Not going to argue with stupidity.
know your role, know your assignment.
I don't like. I didn't like because I told a lot of people. I said when Cam Sutton came back, I said I see they've been sliding Cam Sutton in that dime, and I noticed it the first time he came back.
Mm-hmm.
Every game progressed, I started
And
seeing
then,
more of him and more of him. But I noticed that I started seeing less and less of Benny Bishop,
mm-hmm.
and I was like, I don't like this.
Dex says, I don't want to misquote him. I wish he was here to say it himself. I think he said Beanie be looking lost. That's what Dex. I think that's what Dex told
But
me
he
about.
listened. But
Yeah,
he
but what I was
listened.
telling, but
Yeah.
I know that you will tell him his assignment, and I believe I 100% agree with what you
But he
just.
did early in the season. Early in the season, he was looking lost. He
Mm-hmm.
really was.
And
But
he's a rookie. Like, I think there's an expectation there. And I think again, I heard Coach Tomlin said like the things that we allowed you to get away with last year, like you can't, you're not gonna really be able to do that. There is room for error in your rookie season. It may not be there next year, but you have that room for error.
Yeah.
You just do. And it's gonna come. That's how you evolve your game. You don't get better by not learning from mistakes, and you have to. So it just happens. But when you're a vet,
Yeah, it's a
There's,
little
there's a
that rope a
definite
little tighter.
set of expectations.
Yeah, that rope a little
So
tighter. I think Trice should play more. To be honest with you,
I think he will.
I,
Well, Joey being out in that Baltimore game one, and just from then on, like the next following game, I'm hoping that people see and value Joey Porter Jr. I don't care how many flags he gets, and that was my thing. Like, oh, everyone's like, I don't like him. He penalty this. They don't want him to change how he plays, y'all.
no,
It's not gonna happen. Like, I
I
don't
don't either.
know. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it to you, but I know that's the guy they wanted, and that's the style of play that they expect from Joey Porter.
You don't
And
want to take it.
and sometimes it's gonna come with 15-yard penalties.
You don't want to take nobody game away from them. That's what made them great. You don't want to change them. You just
Yeah.
want them to get into their technique a little more.
Because once they get into that head of I can't do this, I can do
And
that,
then
they
you're gonna
lost
hurt them.
oh boy is gone.
Yeah,
Oh
you're
boy's in
gonna
the
hurt
end
them as a
zone.
player. Like I played in the secondary before, and that's one place that you can lose your confidence quick if you're not mentally tough. And if you lose your confidence, it's a wrap for you.
We
Really.
got a special guest. We were just talking about you, big dog.
What's going on,
What's up?
man?
What's up, Dex?
What's happening?
What's going on,
Happy
man?
New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, family.
Happy New
What's
Year,
going
man.
on?
I had just told D that I did go back and look at Jackson's footage, and I watched the last 3 games. You was right. You was absolutely right about him in man coverage. He be getting cooked. Them feet be looking bad in man coverage. He's definitely zone corner. He's an
He's
elite zone corner.
but did you see the non-tackling?
Yeah, I saw that too. I didn't know you said that part till Terrence told me. Terrence told me about that part.
The non-tackling that when they catch it's like when they catch him on camera missing tackles that he get hurt.
Yeah.
They catch him on camera, he's hurt. When they don't catch him on camera, he up for the next play. But when he one-on-one and he get bop or he missed a tackle, my shoulder. Now all of a sudden, all season he been suffering with a back injury. And I'm not saying I don't never, play against a man's injury, whatever. If he say he hurt, then he's hurt. But my thing is this: play to the man's strength. You understand? And if we are playing a team that's cooking zone, it's okay to sub him out. I don't care if we brought him in and
Yeah.
y'all paid him X amount of dollars. Get him out of there, just like y'all do with Atlanta Roberts. We know where his weakness is, right? We know where his weakness
Wilson
is.
in. Yeah.
They put Wilson in. It's the same thing. I don't understand where they get to where we can't sub corners.
You know what? Like I think our depth at corner was kind of making it so. But I think now that we got a lot of them like getting Trice back, I guess they trusting in Pierre a little more. Like having them other guys, I think particularly Trice, because I know they really like. I really like. I'm always did.
It's my guy.
I watched him at Purdue. He a real one.
Oh yeah.
But I'm like let some of these other guys. I'm not saying get rid of everybody. I'm not saying that. But if a guy is struggling, bro, like sub him. Like it's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean?
Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it at all. I don't know what y'all covered, but I did do my due diligence and I watched the game. I shared some things with D. I be calling her. She my little frustration pillow with this team because I call her. I don't even say hey. I'm like, guess what I see?
I told him.
I'll be ready to black.
And shout out to Bam Adebayo not getting 10 rebounds from the Miami Heat. But anyway.
You mess up your parlay or something?
It wasn't a parlay, but
that's Bam. Hey. But back to
I'm sorry, I know we gotta talk about the Steelers, but Bam Adebayo, you are at a bare minimum a double-double guy every night. There's no reason why Bam should not have 10 points and 10 rebounds consistently every single. That is the minimum for you.
Sabonis is the double machine.
It.
Sabonis from
I've been
Sacramento.
saying that for years, Bam. That's it. That is your bare minimum.
I'm telling you, if you want a double person, You want a double person? It's a bonus.
I don't care about the actual bet. I'm literally telling them that your contribution to your team should be that. This is not about sports betting. This is just about, as a basketball player, that should be your contribution to your team at a minimum.
At this
Because
position,
of size and your ability, that is your minimum. That is your bare minimum standard. And I'm sorry, it just frustrates me when I see 7 or 8 rebounds from a Bam. And I'm like, bro, like somebody was doing your job for you. Oh, guess who was probably doing your job? Jimmy Butler. He's probably that you missed.
You want him to be like Josh Hart?
I want Bam to be a better Bam. Okay. I want his average should be a double. He should average a double. He should be that consistent.
Josh Hart's a better Bam. Let's go Knicks. Sorry.
Oh God. I did that. That was my fault. I did that. I'm sorry. Let's get back to football. Okay. Matchup this week. What have you seen from the last 3 weeks that makes you think that they could come to Acrisure or come back home to Acrisure and win?
The offense been moving, actually. They've been moving. The turnovers been killing us. Like, Russ got to be more careful with the football because them interceptions been at the worst possible times.
Mm-hmm.
He need to hold on to the football for us fumbling also because he been fumbling. Yes. So it's like, if we don't like Mike Tomlin been saying this, we got to get back to getting the ball, turning the ball over, getting turnovers, and not turning the ball over. We've been the best in the league at that all year. And then we just lose our minds for 3 weeks. If we can do that, if we can score consistently, like we did against them last time we played them, then I don't think they can beat us. Me personally,
I feel like everyone needs to do their job. Mike Tomlin, I love him to death. I told D about this, but he got something lying. I know he covers his team. He stood up there, big eyes, bold face, and said George Pickens wasn't the reason why that interception was caused against Kansas City.
It was both of them to me.
It was George Pickens not running that route. I didn't even know he had a 9. He stopped like he was running a curl route.
Yeah.
And what did safety do? Oh, I ain't got nobody to cover. Oh, let me go to the middle of the field where I can be a help to the team. If George would have ran that 9 route like he was getting the ball, that would have pulled the safety, and it probably would have been an incomplete or the least a touchdown.
Hey, Dex, though, let me ask you this, right? You right, though. Let me say, you're absolutely right about that. But as a quarterback, you still have to see that safety. You see what I'm saying? You throwing with anticipation, you still got to see that safety. I'm not throwing that football. If I don't see Pickens, I'm not throwing that football. Because even though I want to throw a deferred move, I can see that safety over there lurking. If you can't, as a quarterback, you can't make that throw. Even though I do agree with you, because Pickens got to get to that 9. You don't let no little corner jam you up like that and not get to your route and then you hook up. Come on. But on Russ, though, because he got the football, you still cannot throw that pass. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say I think it's both of their fault. But at the beginning of it, it's definitely Pickens. You see what I'm saying? You gotta get to your route, bro. You gotta occupy that safety.
But you only got 2 eyes. You gonna look up one safety, then look up the other safety.
And your offensive line is playing great either.
Exactly.
So there's just so many things as a quarterback that job is hard. That is a hard job, especially when your offensive line is failing you. And we'll talk about Dan more because I've been giving him praises all year, but he has had to me a little bit of decline. And when you got to worry about those things that you didn't have to worry about some weeks ago, and of course taking care of the ball is a problem. Fumbling, he was stumbling all over the place on this game. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on with your feet and your cleats? What's happening?
Cleats too big. Cleats too big.
He was just like stumbling all over the place. He was looking really clumsy that game. So The natural elements of being a quarterback behind a line that's not playing great, and then you trying to make a play come into factor there, and then your guy doesn't run the proper route, and then you still try to make something happen with that. I mean,
Forcing.
that's what happens. I mean, that can happen. I'll say that can happen.
Yeah,
The
it
the
happens.
What
the,
happened?
the point is everybody has to do their job.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree with that. Yeah,
Everybody has
wholeheartedly.
to everybody has to
Wholeheartedly.
do their job.
On
Yeah.
both sides of the football. Both sides of
Yeah.
the football.
I feel like we've gotten a little bit away from running the ball. Um, and I don't know if that's because we're down. I feel like we have gone away from Najee Harris a little bit too. Ever since his like missed catch in Philly, that I feel like he's played less snaps. We've seen a lot more Jalen Warren. I'm not saying that Jalen hasn't been impactful, but I've definitely seen less of Najee Harris, and I
You
think
know,
that's interesting.
I kind of agree, but and then I looked at the numbers, and
Looked at the numbers in snaps. What numbers were you looking at? Carries?
Curry's not touches though. Curry's not touches. Warren had more touches
Mm-hmm.
by a nice margin too. But Najee had more curries. But to me, a lot of them curries came late in the game when the game was already over. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Warren, I seem like Warren been on fire. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
even that Kansas City game. If you
yeah.
look at their numbers, they
He was
both was
a
averaging like 6-7 yards a carry. I
No,
was like,
I'm not against it. I'm just saying I noticed it.
yeah, I
Um,
noticed it too.
and I guess they're trying to find a spark with Warren, and I'm not against it. It's just something I noticed. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
am
peeped it too.
big. I'm big on let the pass open up the run.
Let the
Because
pass
it's
open up the run,
let the
and not the
pass
run open
open
up
up
the
the run.
pass.
You let the
Got it.
pass open the run. That's what we did the first time. They were stacking the box. We was hitting them. Hand, hand, hand. All
Hmm.
right. Now you got to spread out. Now the play that I hate the most, which is those what's the run the
Back.
run
The toss.
the tosses and all that open up because now there's space to do it. You let out O line get on their heels. You don't
Mhm.
let them go block somebody, and now you got Najee or Jalen running through those holes and getting 10 yards to carry. But I
Mm,
believe that the key would be to open up the run with the pass
Mhm.
because their secondary sucks, you know,
yeah.
and their linebackers are their best linebackers are actually they have all right linebackers. Their best
Pratt and
defensive players,
that other guy. I can't remember the other
yeah,
guy's
And
name.
the best,
Hendrickson had a great year too. Trey
Yeah,
Hendrickson.
he did. I think he banged up, but I know the other one, the cross from Henderson, he's out. I
yeah.
think he out for the season probably. But yeah, they got some of the issues they own. But even if they was dead, I still wouldn't have felt like
Yeah.
I was like we couldn't do what we had to do with them, like we did the
Yeah.
last time. You know what I'm saying? My thing is they got to be consistent. We can't turn the football over. To me, that's going to be the biggest point for me. We can't
Yeah,
be turning the football over. We
that
cannot be doing that,
that part.
man. And
And
a lot
I
of
don't
people
want
ain't
Higgins
even
killing.
talking about that. They act like we just played bad. We turned the ball over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Offense been actually moving the football and
And
getting
we give
down
up
there and
for
turning the ball over.
penalties.
Yeah, like we can't be doing that, man. We gotta
facts.
play
And the
clean.
Darnell Washington penalty. Like I didn't really think that was the whole, but whatever. The rules are the rules, right? The calls are the
Yeah,
calls. But Jalen Warren's in for a touchdown, and then we move backwards. Stupid stuff like that.
that was
We
big.
Yeah, it was
That was
huge.
big.
It took points off the board, literally
Yeah.
took points off the board, and lost the ball. Um, so yeah, we gotta clean it up. And going back to the last time we played the Bengals, it was probably one of my most proud offensive games. And not just because of the 44 points, but the distribution of the football. The amount of guys, I think it was 10 different players getting their hands on that football. That is what I want. That is always what I wanted. This is why I was advocating we didn't even have to trade for nobody because we gotta just use these guys that we got and we ain't did it yet. And you can see the limited amount of touches Mike Williams is getting is kind of proving to me. But then everyone, you saw what life was like without George Pickens, and still didn't have a significant uptick in uses of Mike Williams.
Mm-hmm.
You have to distribute out that ball. We saw Skoranek step up. We know what Calvin Austin can do. We ain't seen Scotty Miller since that game. What game was it? Scotty Miller was
He
in.
played. He played against B more. They just he
No,
wasn't.
no, no, no. Like catches. Like was it
No
the
catch. Nah,
Bengals game?
I don't think he had no catches. I think the Cleveland game.
Cleveland game. Okay, Cleveland. Yeah, I think he had two. Where's like 13? Put 13 in.
Put 10 in. Let him play.
Wait, hold on.
Let him play. Let Roman.
I hear you
play.
guys. Listen. Let's be honest with ourselves. We have watched Corey Trice come off injury. We have watched guys come off injury and they baby walk these guys into these
To
games.
death. Yes, I know.
So let's be for real that just because Roman is practicing and Roman may be ready to come back and join the team, don't fool yourself and think that Coach Tomlin is like, here you go, Roman. Because he has said over and over again, this man got to really prove himself. He got to prove that he's ready to be out there. And so don't let no activation fool you into thinking he's going to be out there.
That's my guy. I'm a Michigan fan. So Roman is my guy. I know what type of dude he is. He a tough dude. We need a dude like him out there right now. I swear to goodness, we need him right now. We could have used him, to be honest, more against Baltimore than anybody else. But
just know what you're dealing with.
I don't think he's gonna play.
Don't get your hopes up. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
No. I don't think he's playing. I had already settled into him not playing this season. I had already settled into that. So
don't sip the Roman Wilson juice. I think it's gonna get you loose because they're gonna be highly disappointed.
Nah, he's not playing next season. This is Austin all over again. I see it. Just like Austin ain't played his first season.
Yeah, he was out all year.
Yeah, the same thing. I like already kind of penciled it in. I'm not gonna see my guy to 2025. So I mean, it's all good.
So you
can I say something?
Yeah.
Before we were talking about the defense, our offensive coordinator got to run some real pass considerate plays. What is he doing? He's running two. He's running two wide on each side and really passing the ball against a zone defense. What?
You want to go spread?
Spread them out. We got the receivers for. That's like Mike. You put Mike Williams big behind in the slot, and they spread him out. Mm-hmm. Let him go across the middle. What linebacker stopping
him? I don't know. I don't know why they're not using Mike Williams like that. I don't.
That isn't. I don't have an answer for it, and I wish I did. And you can say playbook, you can say chemistry, whatever. Like we're professionals at this point. Like,
man, especially him. He a veteran in the league. He ain't like he ain't rolling there.
It's not like you have him for multiple years. Like, just use him right now.
What we waiting for? Or I've been crying for it all year. 3 tight end set. Send them all out on pass plays.
I'm with it. Pruitt.
He do that. He do that. He just line them up tight.
Yeah, but like spread them out. We got the mountain, fry move. We got Pruitt and have Hayward coming out the backfield.
Yeah.
And he's just now getting catches really in this late end of the season, which is interesting to me. But because he was one of my guys, I was looking forward to like saying he had an improvement in his game, and they weren't even using the man. Hayward, yeah. He's one of my guys that I thought was going to be an asset. Not saying that he's not an asset, where there's special teams and or blocking for the run game and stuff like that, but I thought he was going to be a passing game asset.
Could I ask y'all a question? Could I ask y'all both a question?
Yeah.
Do y'all think that we overrate a lot of the players on our team with comparison to the rest of the league at their positions? Because I had a guy tell me that he thought that Austin was a top 20 receiver in this league, I told him he was on dope. I said he's a top 20 in the league. I said, do you know what you're saying right now, bro? I said,
I
oh,
don't
do
think
you
we
just
overhyped.
watch the Steelers and don't watch no other football game? I was like, just tell me that, then I can
I
feel it.
would love to say that he is a top 20 receiver, but I'm thinking
I
about
would
6
too.
guys right now. Only 6, like at the top of my head, thinking of 6 guys, and none of them. Well, okay, one of them is on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's not Austin.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry, how I love you. Like 20 is.
That's
A
tough.
stretch, a
That's tough.
big stretch.
I love Cal. Like I'm so excited. I'm so happy for his success, and I think it could
That's
even be
tough.
greater. But 20, when you got Jettas, you got Jettas out there. You got CD Lamb out there.
It's two
Like
on the Vikings is
Amon
better.
St. Brown. You got. I'll even throw Zay Flowers in there right now. He got 1,000-yard season.
Yeah, that I'm not gonna lie.
Chase,
I
Jamar Chase. I
Puka
saw his
Nacua.
name on the Pro Bowl joint. It just irritated my life. I was like,
Jamar Chase.
no, Zay Flowers. I was like,
Oh,
oh,
He made
he
it.
got. I mean,
yes.
I know. I get it. I don't live in that. I don't live in that space no more.
Mm-mm.
Of that
I let it
Steelers,
go quickly.
like I
But
can't. I get it though.
there's a lot of Ravens on the list on Pro Bowl. Let me say that.
Yeah,
Great.
9. They have 9.
It's 9.
I don't believe Roquan should be there. I just want to say that.
I didn't think so neither.
The 3 guys that I know for sure should be there: Kyle Hamilton, Derrick Henry, and Lamar Jackson for sure. Like, no, without a doubt, those 3 should be there. Without a doubt. I don't even think Lindenbaum should be there.
I thought Metabike should have been there though.
He was there last year.
Yeah, he there now. He made it. Him.
Yeah.
I think it was him, Cam,
Roquan, Patrick Queen.
Yeah, Queen. You know, of course they ain't put Queen in there.
Patrick Queen and Roquan were there. Kyle Hamilton was there. I think. Derrick Henry wasn't on that team at the time, but he was there.
Last year.
I think Lamar might have got picked, but he came.
Lamar went this year.
He went this year, but I don't think he. I think he might have got picked last year, but I don't think he went. But I can't. I know he wasn't physically there.
Nah, I don't think he was.
Yeah, so the Ravens.
When didn't you go last year?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know. I remember. And there's what was the I think he's offensive lineman. And his last name starts with a Z. He was there. He's not on the team anymore. For the Zyler. Yeah, I think that's him.
Yeah.
He was there too, and Metabike was there. And Justin Tucker was there.
Not this time.
Shout out to Boswell.
Yeah, Bos made it.
Bos just stayed.
We had to wait for football to fall off to get you in, Bos. I'm sorry. This is your year. You shining.
And all the stuff they talked about Minka, he in the Pro Bowl. And I
mean, at the free safety position, like Kyle Hamilton is what, strong safety?
Yeah.
So like at the free safety position, like who other than 39? Who other than 39? And because he doesn't have the splash plays, like people, he has the one interception this year. That's good.
Splash plays don't mean you're not doing your job.
Exactly.
I don't. This guy told me, he said he gets beats in his one-on-one coverage. I said, he plays safety, right?
Right.
I was like, he's not doing a whole lot of one-on-one coverage. Like that doesn't happen a lot.
Nope.
He's not.
I was like, if you
surprised.
He said Minka was. Oh, yeah, he probably was because all the bad talk he get from the Pittsburgh fans. Like this.
Minka don't care.
Nah, he don't even look like he cares.
You don't know that I had to pay the Philippines to go in there and make sure it happened. Good. Had them working overtime, putting in the votes. We got it done. Okay?
She got it through. We got it done.
I was on my Olivia Pope. It's handled, me. It's handled.
She gonna hold down Mink.
Bring the baby.
Hold down anybody. She holding down that Mink.
Yes, sir.
And Valid 2 days. No, it's Valid 2. Okay. All right. Sorry. Back to the game. We didn't even really truly get into it. What do y'all think is going to happen on Saturday night? And given that we will potentially go to Houston if Baltimore beats the Browns, which they should, because I don't even know who's quarterback.
You mean when they beat the Browns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm prepared to go to Houston.
Yeah, I'm already prepared for that.
So
My
do
God.
you think they're going to beat the Bengals? So you guys think it's an absolute win on Saturday night?
I think it's gonna be tight.
Absolutely.
I think we're gonna win
Absolutely.
though. I think we're gonna be tight.
Absolutely.
I'm hoping that the defense shows up.
Mm-hmm.
I need my defense that was from like week 1 to week 8, 9. I need them back.
Mm-hmm.
You give me them, we demolish them. But if we come out here like we did the last 3 weeks, ain't no telling.
I'm true. I hear
Yeah,
you.
as long as we don't get stuck. 'Cause every time we get stuck, it's like we can't come out of a rut. I don't know why when we get like that. I see other teams, throw their way out, score their way out. But when we get stuck, we just get stuck. It's like everybody's quiet. Nobody's talking. Nobody's strategizing on how to, come up and defeat, our opponent. They just get stuck. I see no one talking on sound. Tomlin be looking like, and I'm like, yo, like, come on.
I think Mike Tomlin be trying to stop from maxing out.
Well, he need to max
Like,
out. This
he's
is gonna be
cool.
no max out.
Well,
I know
win.
what game was that with the ref
Yeah,
made that wild?
yeah.
The Philly game. The Philly game, they had him mic'd up,
Mm-hmm.
talking to the refs. Man, he went off on the ref. They didn't call nothing on Philly, but they called all the foul on that
He
fight.
was like, get the away from me.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. I kind of felt like
But
that.
like you just feel like just so much. Those calls changed so much. It changed the attitudes of the guys on the field.
Mm-hmm.
It really just changes momentum in so many ways. So TJ need to turn it on. Man,
TJ need to heal his hands.
I need TJ.
Hopefully the thumbs is fixed. If the thumbs is fixed, we good to go.
Man,
you see him, he was trying to
hands, yeah.
He was trying to not use his hands so much.
Because it hurt.
Yeah, it hurt. You can't pass rush the way he rushed without hands. He uses his hands.
He had that ankle problems also. He been playing on that hurt ankle for a while. He said he getting better though. Mm-hmm. When I seen him on Hard Knocks, he was saying he's getting better. He says feeling as good as it's gonna feel. So I was like, hey man, it's that time of the year now, man. Like,
well, I know I won't see TJ Watt at the Pro Bowl. So you're at the Pro Bowl.
If I was him, I wouldn't go neither.
Yeah, he never does.
Go get that rehab.
I think he went to like maybe his first one or two. Like that was it. Yeah, he didn't go.
Hey,
and then his baby's gonna be due. So
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
I think his baby's
due. You got remember they used to be in Hawaii all the time, and then they moved to Florida. I was like,
yeah, they did one in Vegas, and then they went to Florida after. I would actually enjoy it if it was in Vegas. Again, that's a good time.
Send that joint back to Hawaii.
They don't even have I don't even know if that stadium is in enough state doing that.
I don't know. They was playing where the Hawaii University team play at, wasn't it?
They have this particular stadium, and maybe they renovated by now. But I was the only time I went to Hawaii, the Rams were there playing somebody in that stadium, and they were telling me it was raggedy. I forget because I remember we were out somewhere and it was a bunch of Rams players. This was years ago. It had to be
old. As old as on.
So they may have did it or something. I don't know, but we'll see. So you guys have it being a victory. I'm still very much on the fence just because this defense it's not the players. It is the players, but it's not the players. Like I hope that they're so upset and they're so angry. And
I get what you're saying.
Locked in.
I get that.
Everybody's like this.
Because I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
They just gotta get out. They gotta get out there and do it. They got to do it
I
themselves.
mean,
They
I
have to
mean,
want it so bad that nothing and no one can get in their way.
we could do this even further. I need them to hear the call, and if they
Do what
see
they.
anything
That's what I'm
other
saying.
than, because I don't know what TAB calling.
Oh,
Uh,
Dex on that too. Dex on that too. Hey, look here,
Been here,
Austin.
present.
gotta go, gotta go.
Hey, but to that comment that Jay Harv just put down, like he said, the best thing that happened to the Steelers is that they got 10 days off.
Yeah,
That was huge for them.
yeah.
That is huge for them.
3 games,
Everybody
11 days
being
is tough.
banged up and all that. Oh my God. And B just got dunked on. I'm glad I looked up and saw that. Um, yeah, but them 10 days of rest is huge for this team.
Yeah.
Huge. We needed that bad. I think they respond off of the 10 days rest.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. I know we've been on here for an hour now. Y'all think Tomlin will play the starters if the Ravens win? I do.
I do.
Because if the Ravens win, it's not about just the division. It's about who you want to play. You rather go play in Houston or you want to play in Baltimore in the
I
cold.
think I think it's more to it than that. I think he just want to go into the postseason on a winning note and not
That
not
too,
on the
like
other
that.
side. Yeah.
You want the moral victory too.
Yeah,
But I'm
exactly.
also thinking, Houston, you want that win. I don't care. All of this whole season goes down the drain because of it's not me personally. I don't consider it, but the way that the media and the fans will devalue everything good that's happened this season if they don't get some sort of playoff victory. So I need what could possibly be your easiest road to victory. And I'm okay with going into Houston and saying I truly believe this team can beat this offense and CJ Stroud. So I think you're playing for that as well. You're playing for and there is still that slight chance you could win the division, fine, whatever. But I want to see Houston in Houston at best.
And win the
And that's
game. Win
yeah.
the game. Win the game. Don't.
Yeah,
Oh
win
my
the game.
God. Don't play like we did in Houston last season.
Well,
Lord.
yeah, and that's but they're offensively completely different team.
No, it's not the offense that I'm talking
No,
about.
no, 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 no. I'm saying I'm
Yeah.
saying our defense sucked. Like our
Yeah.
defense sucked against CJ Stroud. But offensively, we are a different
Completely
team.
different.
That
Yeah.
gave me a headache.
Their
That,
defense is good. Houston's defense is good. It's not horrible. Baltimore made them look horrible, but offensively, they are in shambles.
Yeah.
Joe,
They don't match up with Baltimore. And a lot of people kind of don't know that, but
yeah,
they
no,
really
historically,
don't.
they could not beat Baltimore. It's
Yeah,
just
they not
Baltimore got their
the
number.
matchup. The matchup is not good for
mhm.
them at all.
Yeah,
Like
and
they,
there's tape on CJ now, y'all. There's a lot of tape on him. And he don't got his weapons. He has Nico and he has Joe Mixon and he has the Woods and he has whatever that tight end's name is. I mean, now he
Schultz.
has DJ, but he has had a couple of weeks with DJ, and we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what they look like this week if they're playing. I don't know what they got going on over there, but they probably need to get some chemistry between DJ and CJ this week. I don't know who they playing. I don't know where they playing, but we'll see if they come out.
It's only 2 games that I actually got interested in watching this weekend. That's us, of course, and Sunday night Denver and no, not Denver. I'm sorry, Detroit and Minnesota. That's it. All the
Yeah,
rest of these other games don't
that's for
really.
all the marbles. That is going
Gotcha.
to be great. That is
That
all the marbles right there. Minnesota and Detroit, and
Yeah.
I'm super excited. And if Minnesota, for some reason, does not, I can't wait till March. I cannot wait till free agency. Oh my God! I
I'm,
thought
I'm
last free
fine with it.
agency was wild, but this one might be crazy. This one
Right.
might be crazy. So, I am so looking forward to see what the Vikings do with Sam Darnold, and if they let him walk, I think it is a big mistake.
They not.
They better not.
They not. They not that crazy.
It's a big mistake. Do not let that man walk out. I don't want him here, by the way. I'm just not saying that for personal gain. No, 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 don't come here. I don't want you here. But if you let that man walk, I think you're making a big mistake. But anyway,
Wally B got a point right there. I love that for you. Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, when we get there Saturday night, I will deal with the fate of what it is. But that's again, I said this earlier in the show. That is why I was not high on going into Baltimore a couple weeks ago and winning. It just wasn't. It just made sense. Like it really made sense. I understand the divisions on the line. I understand all these things, but beating a team potentially having to beat them 3 times is hard.
Yeah,
It's very, very difficult.
Very.
So if they had to get one at home and get that monkey off their back and feel confident about themselves again, and Justin Tucker is making kicks again, whatever. Derrick Henry had his best season, best against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Take it all, because guess what? We got to pay you again. We're coming, and we got tape. We got a good solid tape. You're gonna be confident in the game plan. You're gonna try to re-simulate that game plan and execute it with a little tweaks here and there, and we should be ready. We will be ready. That's what I'll say.
I heard some people say that before, that Derrick Henry best game of the season against us. That's not true.
No. His best game of
Buffalo.
his life against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh yeah. Oh
He had
my
his
Lord,
career.
yeah,
He had his best game against the Pittsburgh Steelers that night. He's never had his more successful game when he's with the Titans or whatever. Not of the season now. Not too much.
Y'all about to say the way he did Buffalo was so disrespectful.
No,
it was
that
so disrespectful.
And it was. I was at the game and I was like, "Happy birthday, 22!" And those Ravens fans, they could not stand that they couldn't talk to me. They couldn't interact with me. Because I was just like, okay, it's your birthday. I was like, give it to 22. Get it, because I'm like, go ahead, go off. Please go off. Like, this is the time you're gonna get to go off. This is your day, 22. It's your birthday. And they're like, it's Derrick Henry's birthday. And because I would not engage with them. They were like, then you could hear them echoing it. Oh, happy birthday, Derrick Henry. Like half the section was saying it was Derrick Henry's birthday. All because of me just engaging with myself in the field. I thought it was hilarious.
He destroyed them that night. That was the way he did Buffalo that night. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, he really got a thing for Buffalo because he used to cook them in Tennessee. I don't know what is on them.
Their defense is not superior in Buffalo. Their offense is, but I mean, Josh Allen is.
He the MVP to me. Josh the MVP to me. MVP to me, like that boy.
If the Cincinnati Bengals were well over 500, we'd be having
Joe Burrow. It'd be Joe Burrow.
A different conversation if that team had more W's.
Yeah, no doubt. It'd be Joe. If they
different
did,
story.
I would say Joe Burrow the MVP because. Hey, look, I can't stand.
And that's why I'm saying nobody wants them in the playoffs. I've been saying this all week and a half. Nobody wants to offensively to defensively defend that offense of the Cincinnati Bengals. Nobody wants them in there. I don't care. People are praying for us to win.
Let me ask y'all a question. Y'all really?
Kansas City do not want to see Joe Burrow. I don't care what they say.
Y'all think we actually gonna go after T. Higgins?
Who?
Pittsburgh. I don't think so, but
I don't know. I'll let that. I'm not at the point where I'm excited for free agency, but I'm not at the point where I'm putting people in
focus on it.
Jerseys
Yeah,
baby. The one thing, the saddest thing is that we're gonna lose. We're probably gonna lose this quarterback in some capacity. It's not gonna be the same, and that's what I'm like.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that to happen, but
I don't want it to happen. But I know decisions have to be made, and I'm not even in that space to be like, we need to get this person, we need to get that person. I'll wait for March to get here. But anyway, we've gone a little over, but I think y'all. Do you have a score prediction for the game? I'm sure I left something out today too. Sorry, y'all.
Oh man, a score prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Dex, you go ahead and go first, bro. I gotta think on that one.
I don't think it's going to be as high. Right, let me change that. Because I feel like Higgins is going to be more of a target, and the way he's been used the last couple of weeks, he was featured a lot. So I think it'll be like the same thing before, like 34, 37. We win by field goal or something like that.
You said
Like
31-27,
nah, 34, 37.
34-37.
Yeah, I think we're gonna win like a field goal.
I I think it's gonna be like 31-27, something in that range, 28-24, somewhere in there. I think it'll be somewhere in there. Where D
Okay.
go? Okay, what do you say? 30-27, Ken? 27-24. I kind of think it's gonna be somewhere around in that myself. KC may rest the stars against Denver. Would not be surprised if they lose. They said they told they got the two scores they got in there is kind of along in the same spot we got our scores
Yeah,
somewhere
I
in
see
that
that.
same range. Yeah, I'm glad that you on that Austin train because that dude is garbagio.
I don't know what he be calling, bro. I'll be like, yo, somebody have common sense and be like, if they're throwing slants, let's kind of press it.
Yeah, and everything is a zone. Everything he zones everything, and I'll be like, bro. And then when he decides to blitz, you can see the blitz coming from a mile away. We ran the same blitzes. Oh my God, we ran the same blitzes against Kansas City with Cam Sutton. It was the same blitz on the
Same
same
thing.
side all the time. I'm like, you don't think Mahomes know that? I'm like, come on, bro. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
And then he has the cornerbacks playing so far off. It's like you giving them the slants, which what happened in Philly.
Yeah,
You only had to do that crazy. You got Joey Porter, our man corner, playing 10 yards off.
because we played the zone the whole time. Played the zone the whole time, and all they did was just throw it to the open areas. That's it.
And,
Like it's
and,
not hard.
and then you don't even send a linebacker underneath that or a nickel underneath that. You know, you just it's like, all right, we rather you catch the ball and we tackle you. No, bro, like he's so annoying.
Yeah, man, I swear. Like that, the aggressive nature of this defense is gone because of him.
Yeah, he's whack.
No blitzing. Like we don't blitz, and if we do blitz, it's the easiest blitz ever that you've seen. 3 games, 7 days.
You always see it coming.
Traveling. You think that got something to do with the defense being bad, bro? Or is that what you're saying?
What, he trying to give him rest so they don't got to
I
run?
don't know. I'm trying to figure out if that's what he's saying. Is that's the reason?
Because
Because they was tripping before that Porter and Trice man up in their face.
hey, that's
Yeah,
what I agree too.
yeah. I'd rather go with that and not live with the results.
Yep,
I really would.
absolutely.
If it mean that I'm gonna be able to attack them, I'll do that. Hell with it. I tell them jam ass at the line and blitz them. I ain't saying you blitzing every play, but at least disguise the blitz. Like, come on, he don't even do that.
We have more than one man corner. Corey's just getting his feet wet.
Yeah, Corey Trice can definitely play man coverage.
He's
That's
built
what.
for
That's
that.
all they did at Purdue when he was there. That's
Yeah,
all they did was play man, straight up
built for it.
man. I can't with Austin no more. I've been done with him for 2 years though. So the defense is being on the field so much in the last 3 games. Okay, I give you that. I give you that. But Alexander, he don't even call blitzes, bro. Like even in the games we won this year, you look at those games, we wasn't really blitzing. Our pass rush just got
Sorry, y'all. So sorry. My computer was warning me. It was like, "Girl, we're done." I
on.
was trying to wrap it up. My computer was like, "Girl, we're hot." We're tired. And I ignored the signs. I was trying to wrap it up. And so it just cut out. It was like y'all started glitching, and it's like, okay, look, it's time to go. Let me go. And then it just like overheated. So I had to wait.
Hey, Alexander, I agree. I agree with that.
You think he's gonna be the best?
Yeah.
It's a bold statement, but I ain't go against it. I ain't gonna go against it though, because I mess with Trice. But JPJ our best right now.
Hey, JPJ just caught on earlier. I mean, I feel like if Corey didn't get hurt, did you remember how he was going?
They could have been
They,
neck and
they
neck.
was neck and neck.
Yeah, they could have been neck and neck. Yeah, I agree with that. Shoot, they was all both first team all Big Ten like a couple years ago. Yeah, so yeah, I agree. I agree.
I love it. I love it. Shout out to everybody: Ken, Wally, Ali, Jay. I know I'm missing somebody else in the comments.
Eric.
Eric, everybody, all the people in the comments today. Love you guys. Hope you guys had a great holiday. Hope you're having a wonderful new year, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all of that good stuff. And it's been an interesting week and a half for me, but I will. Also, I wanted to highlight. I don't know, some the people that are subscribed on YouTube. You probably saw me on last night. Some of you saw me on last night with Uncle Luke. So he did a test run of his podcast that he's doing. Last night they had me on. I don't know how everything's gonna shake out. So I don't know if you'll see more or what. But they were definitely talking about he's a Miami Hurricanes guy, and Streeter, who runs, if you've seen the page Footballville on Instagram, was also on, and I was on with them. So you could see more. I don't know. So if you see it pop up on my YouTube or my Twitter or Instagram, whatever, you know why. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for the support. So yeah, there's a piece of the stream on my page, I think it's on my YouTube if you missed it. So Luke is crazy now. He's gonna say some crazy things. So it's going to be a little bit more than sports when you talk to Luke.
But this week the goal. Let me see you.
He is controversial. I forgot. I was talking to him today. He was just like, I say something and it just be going viral. I'll be like, yeah, you do be having some viral moments with your 60-something-year-old self. Like, I'll be like, take his phone. Like, what is going on? Somebody take his phone.
He's still thinking there's a freak dick out here.
From politics to sports, he just be anyway. Ciao. But I just wanted to highlight, if y'all saw that's what that was. It was like a test run for his platform and what he's going to be doing there. So I may be a part of it on occasion or not. So we'll see. Okay. Anyway, Mitch, how's your show going? How's it going over there?
I had to take a break for a second, but I'm gonna kick back up next week.
Okay, cool.
Next week, I'm gonna have a couple people on there next week with me.
Make sure tell everybody where to follow you on that.
At Matt Steele for Sports on IG Live. We're gonna be talking about a range of things: basketball, football, of course. We get into WNBA, college basketball, college football.
Ooh.
I can't wait to this WNBA season. Well, no.
The Unraveled League is coming.
I know. I was about to say that. I'm intrigued by that.
Unrivaled.
I'm such a Juju fan, so I was like, I'm on college right now. I can't duck my girl Juju. That's my and we got a DMV girl playing for UCLA in that backcourt over there. So yeah, I got it.
Okay.
You know, then I gotta rock with college.
College sports is it. Once college football is done, which we're down. We're down. Was it 4?
4, yeah. Georgia got eliminated.
Yeah, who's down? Who's we?
Notre Dame.
Who's we?
Notre Dame and Penn State play.
We're down to 4, meaning like the world is only
down. Yeah, man.
Look, he's like, who's we? Who's your team?
We? What are you talking about?
My team.
If I know a kid on the team, that's my team. Okay.
My team is the defending national champs.
We
didn't make the playoff though. So
Yeah, they beat Alabama, so they feel like.
but we beat Alabama.
Oh boy.
Shout out to Tyler Booker on Alabama. He has declared for the draft, so
You
I
did?
hopefully
think,
he
yeah.
did. He is going to the draft.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think I'm gonna ride with
Offensive lineman. Does anybody need an O lineman? Does anybody need an O lineman?
You be there. Even
Does
somebody gonna
anybody
scoop
need
him.
one?
Someone's gonna scoop him.
Tyler
I
Booker.
think I'm gonna ride with Notre Dame.
I think I
think
know
I'm-
why, but I'm gonna leave it alone. I ain't gonna say that.
What? Oh, what? Why are you riding with Notre Dame?
Yeah, I think I'm riding with.
It's either Notre Dame or Penn State for me.
Yeah, it's a tough.
It's Texas or Penn State for me.
Hmm.
I have no.
No, let
Yeah,
me make
Ali.
sure I'm very
Go
clear.
blue. That's what I'm talking about.
Notre Dame
Oh,
or
Alex.
Penn.
I know
Go
we can pick a
blue.
second because Penn State is definitely my hot second, but I think I'm gonna ride with Notre Dame.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I got love for Penn State because one of my friends' son is the starting safety for Penn State.
Penn State.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That quarterback
Okay.
just irritates my life. I swear, bro. He gets on my nerves. I be like, yeah, damn. Like the one of
Oh
the plays,
man.
he irritates me. I'm just like, I can't. He gave me a headache when they was playing Boise the other day. I was like,
Yeah, that was crazy. I seen
dude,
that game.
they should have been punishing him.
I like Notre Dame because I know the reason you talk about Mitch, but also because I think Jerome Bettis Jr. or the third was committed there.
He's there.
Jordan
Brian
Clark.
Clark's son is the
Ryan
starting
Clark, right?
safety
Jordan
on
Clark.
Notre
Yeah.
Dame's roster. Plaxico
And
Bird's
Jeremiah
son
Love,
going.
even though he did get hurt, that's not Jeremiah Love. He
Yeah.
got hurt today.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah,
the significance of his
hey,
injury.
he is like that, boy. I swear. Man, that boy is
And
serious.
what's the name? Son is playing. The linebacker for the Urlacher,
He going to Notre
Brian
Dame too?
Brian Urlacher,
Dang.
his son. Yep.
Did I don't know. Did Ike
Number
Taylor's
6,
son
Ken.
commit to Notre Dame? I can't remember.
Who?
Ike Taylor's son, did he commit to
Yeah,
Notre Dame?
he did.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Okay.
It's like the baby Steelers over there.
Yes, Ike, Plaxico Burrs, Jerome Bettis,
Jerome.
Ryan Clark's son is there now,
Yep.
and I think it's one other person. I can't remember who the other person is.
I'm saying Ike Taylor's son, did he commit or no?
Yeah, he
I don't know if
committed.
he's there now, but I didn't know if he committed. I know he went on like a visit or I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll
But let me go
Ken, his
before it
last name
disconnects
Weaver,
me
Ken.
again, y'all. I don't want this to turn ghetto. It's giving me the signs, like, girl, we have.
Again.
But I will be speaking with you guys soon, depending on the outcome. We'll try to do a show Wednesday next week and see when we play in the playoffs.
Yes, sir.
All right, go Steelers. I will be hollering at y'all later. Thank you, Dex. Tell everybody where they can find you because I don't know if I said that before I got done.
You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on X and anything DSBN. You know where I'm at.
SB Izzle. Okay. All right. Bye, y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace.